How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my first Rainbow Six Siege video. I would have started playing Rainbow Six back on the Xbox One in 2015 when the game first launched, but I suffered connectivity issues like much of the community. But my clan happened to love the game, so I wanted to stick it through and see where it would go. Over time, the servers became much more stable, but this time Siege felt a lot more like Rainbow Six than I first took it for. Not just the connection issues, because around this time it was Operation Health, so there's been hefty updates. But the pace of the game had changed by a lot, as people found out strategies for all the vanilla maps. Basically, the Rainbow Six we know now.
My lord.
Rainbow Six is the game that gives immense amounts of satisfaction when executing things like team play and coordination, solo carries, the end of the match 1v5 clutches, map knowledge advantage. All of this is something anyone can achieve given enough time and patience, and Rainbow Six will take this in troves. I'm only level 112 as I play a lot of casual games, but I have 258 hours in total, 1,089 matches played. Of that, I've won 505 and I've lost 584. I've made 2,696 kills with 3,141 deaths. With the Mira 36 melees. I don't really do it that often. I'm not successful with it at all. I get wrecked and ranked as I'm only a bronze 3, but I don't chase it too often. It's still in beta. Hot tip, use a silencer on your pistol as an attacker.
Nice.
Don't pick. There's always four.
Friendly, last operator standing.
There's one right in mine.
Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
So we're going to hop into my favorite operators and why I like to use them. First, we're going to start with defense. Rook, my main of mains. First rule, get in and drop the bag. I almost always anchor or roam the connecting rooms and hold angles like it owes me money. I use impacts to create kill holes, even 2-room deep kill holes for the SMG. With the shotgun, I'd played hard anchor on the objective, or I'd be in an adjacent room with a shotgun hole into a hallway or an L-shaped room. There's a high probability I would try and flank anyone called out or on ping. Kapkan is my follow-up if someone takes Rook or if I want to roam. I never trap the objective room, so I hit nearly every adjacent room and hallway to try and stop or slow rushers so that our roamers can head in and finish them. I would normally have a C4, but Kapkan gets impacts now, so I don't have to waste a C4 just to make a kill hole, and it really seems to broaden his toolkit as a whole as a roamer and trapper, and I would generally be using his SMG. And Bandit's my man when the clan is on, because I know Sweaty's going to rock mute, so if we get a map like House or Tower, I love to pull that up, just deny as much entry as we can on that. His batteries, combos with mutes elsewhere or to protect a Mira window, can actually stop a breach entirely. This could generally force the last 30-second rush in your favor, as they have to walk up to your wooden door barricades or what have you. I generally would roam, or I would anchor to save my batteries, and I would generally have this. So as Lesion, I'm definitely more of an aim bro due to the fact that I really home in on those needles you stepped on just a few seconds ago. I like to lay them in areas with hard walls, such as stairwells and whatnot, because there's just less area of an explosion going off and them getting taken out by chance, because I'd rather you walk up those stairs and step on 4 of them or try shooting them to give me your location. Some maps like Oregon are good, as the walls near the armory are soft, so it can lead to easy penetration kills, and that's true for a lot of bombs. Smoke isn't someone I often play, as his gadget is a shadow of what it could be. You may not know this, but he can be used to stop the last 30-second rush easily, as each of his gadgets is 10 seconds long. So as long as the servers are in your favor, it's a very effective way to stop that push. The biggest draw to Smoke for me is the shotgun SMG kit. I like to attempt to get countertop frags, and go for penetration kills often as a roamer. But when it's down to the last 50 seconds, I'm on my way to the objective, and I would love to see a gadget fix, so we're still waiting.
Op 4 last stop standing.
I've been thinking about bringing Mira into the ranks as a hard anchor. Since I love Rook so much, she seems like a good alternate option. I've been trying to get used to the Vector and the sidearm shoddy, though the sidearm is usually just for kill holes. I've yet to find spots I like to set her gadgets on soft walls, but I have some ideas next time we do theme park and we get the dining area. If I can recycle any of my Rook strats for her, I'll be in business.
4 eliminated. Mission successful.
On to the attackers. Buck would be one of my main attackers, so I would generally be entering with my team or near them.
I can come over here.
Then I'll push for a top frag, or I'll find a flank and let a shotgun gadget fly with grenades in tow. His underbarrel shotgun gets a pretty good spread for hipfire, and you should add that laser on, but it should mostly be for close quarters combat and breaching. The shotgun grouping gets a lot better while aiming down sights, and what sight you select does vary on it. I prefer his automatic, but if it's a larger map like Chalet, I'll definitely pull out his rifle.
Got someone pushing me up the... Yep, 2 of them actually.
One friendly operator.
Thatcher is an easy second pick for me, as for a couple of reasons. Not only as he's a sweet EMP grenades, but he's a great way to climb the scoreboard for the match while actually contributing to your team. Defenders get a plethora of items, and Thatcher can single-handedly take them out in half the time it took them to set them up. Angry Man is a solid pick to fill any gap in almost any team, and I swap his guns based on the rate of fire on the map.
Deploying breach charge.
Filling as Thermite is one of the best ways to make sure your team gets into the objectives, provided they can disable any gadgets, but it's not uncommon to find a viable wall for your gadget. Bring your Claymore for drone hole kills and to cover corners as you breach exteriors, since someone may be ready to counter you, especially on Skyscraper. In any event, Thermite is a huge target for your enemy, so team play is key, and I generally will use his assault rifle.
Secure the biohazard container. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Ying, my non-lethal Fuze. Since her LMG got an update, I'm losing a lot less of the gunfights, thus making it a lot easier to get to the objective. Her gadget is really versatile, as it can be deployed the same way Fuze can, but you can also throw it and roll it through kill holes, under door barricades, and it can be a delayed detonation for those hiding behind cover. She's a great choice for hostage and general objective pushes with some added harassment.
Container.
Put your shades
Resume
on.
securing the container once the threat is neutralized. Secure the container.
Fuze is dropped on my list due to more interesting attackers being added, and he's a pretty good character for the newer players to learn with. Though when Clubhouse comes up, I'm not shy to pick him and hope that we get to attack the bedroom or the garage, due to the reinforced walls not actually being reinforced on the tops of them. I prefer his assault rifle, and a good top frag is always enough incentive to force the enemy to swap positions or even leave the objective entirely. Look for you, of course.
Stop standing.
Time to make a new
Secure the container. Op 4 eliminated.
Zofia is one of my newest operators, but she's definitely been contending for my picks when I'm not choosing Buck. I think she's very similar to Ying and Buck, as I can poke into the room and do flanking breaches to the objective or any room with the added bonus of the flashbang ammo. Her assault rifle's recoil is an easy ride, and I think she's a great op to use on Canal. I've only been able to successfully use the withstand ability with Zofia once so far, but here's hoping I get some more.
Hostile. Down to one friendly.
House is definitely my most favorite map. It was the first one I got my bearings on, and I've actually got a few go-to plays I actually use on that now. Like opening some kill holes from garage to the weight room area and the laundry room that I can poke at from the workbench in the garage. Or if the objective is upstairs in the master bedroom, the closet right adjacent to it is a great place for a Rook and a shotgun. Close up the door and pop a hole to the construction, then open up the construction wall. Turn a little bit to the right, and then you open up a hole to the stairwell. You can actually even open a shot to the master bedroom, but you can also open up the floor and see the doorway to the rear door from the kitchen. Airplane is the runner-up for me because I don't really have a go-to for this one, as I like to do a little bit of everything. Kapkan has a lot of fun here, as there's a lot of doorways that lead to a single doorway for them to all funnel through, almost guaranteeing a kill or a solid location on the enemy that you can flank or otherwise outwit. Just gotta keep your noggin down in case of a greasy glass looking to take your noggin off, because that's definitely happened as my thick boy Rook. Thanks for watching my first Rainbow Six video. I'm gonna go a little more in depth into other operators later, and if you enjoyed the video, go on and hit subscribe down below. I'm Vincent of Prometheus Republic. Peace!